So what is self-confidence? And when I say self-confidence, I mean that core confidence, not the one that you want to show, not the one that you want to boast and talk about yourself and talk about your achievements. I'm talking about the kind of self-confidence where you don't need to talk about yourself. Hi, I'm Bogdan, Rosu, the founder and creator of the Leadership Through Martial Arts concept. And today I'm going to share with you 3 ways that you can boost your core self-confidence. So the first way that you can use, and it's actually one of the deepest and most difficult ways of achieving core self-confidence, and that is by loving yourself. Loving and accepting yourself for who and what you are right now. Not for what you've been, not for what you're going to become, but for what you are right now at this moment. And believe me, this is one of the most difficult things that you can achieve, and at the same time the best thing that can ever happen to your life. Because learning to love yourself will ultimately mean that you will learn to love life and love other people. Love them honestly and express yourself honestly, right? Just like Bruce Lee used to say, honestly expressing yourself is one of the most difficult things that you can ever do, and at the same time it's one of the most gratifying things that you could ever do. The second way is to hang around people who have real, true, core self-confidence, because that kind of behavior, that kind of feeling, that kind of depth tends to rub off, and you will discover resources inside you that you had no idea were there. That actually happened when I met my Sifu, because my Sifu was actually the first person to actually and honestly believe in me. He saw something greater or deeper that I could see at the moment. He said, "You will be very, very good." And I didn't believe it. I didn't believe him at the time. I was asking him, "Are you sure about that?" Because I did not have that kind of self-confidence, right? But when you have this kind of a person that's really, really confident and believes in himself and inspires that kind of belief in you, believe me, it will open gates and opportunities in your life that you have no idea are there right now. And the third way of raising your self-confidence is by practicing martial arts, of course. And again, you see a lot of these fighters, you see a lot of these people that are training to get that medal, to get that first place, to get that second place. You know, that's fine, that's great. You're working to improve your skill. Just as long as you're doing it to improve yourself and not just for that recognition, for that permission, if you like. Oh, now I have my gold medal, that must mean I'm good, right? You're doing martial arts just to improve yourself, just to go in deeper and understand deeper what's happening inside your body, inside your soul, inside your heart, right? Not for that piece of metal, right? Because that piece of that medal or that first place, you know, next year it's gonna be somebody else, or there's always gonna be somebody better than you. There's always somebody. If you see the recent example with Ronda Rousey, right? Before, nobody thought that Ronda Rousey could be beat, and there you go. You have her last match, and she got KO'd. Right? She's an exceptional fighter. I respect her a lot. What I'm trying to say is that you don't do martial arts for that first prize, right? When you don't do martial arts for the fame, because if you do, you're gonna get very, very disappointed. I remember my Sifu telling me when I just started out with Wing Chun, he said, "You're gonna become very famous." I said, "I don't want to be famous. I want to have balance." And now what I want to contribute is something else besides balance. I just want to give, right? I want to give more of my experience. I want to give more of my heart to other people that they can use this kind of information and this kind of experience so that they don't go through everything that I went through, right? So the next generation will be much smarter and much faster and much stronger than I was, right? So contribution is, as you can see, contribution is a very big thing for me. So to recap, First one is loving yourself. Second one is hanging around people who have that core confidence and who actually love themselves. And the third is doing martial arts. And if you think about it, they're more or less the same thing. The root is the same. You cannot hang around with other people that are confident if you don't recognize that potential in you to become a confident and interesting person, right? And you cannot do martial arts if you don't recognize that potential inside you to be very good at martial arts and to discover that power inside you. So it all starts, in my opinion, with an idea. We say that Wing Chun is an idea. Everything starts from an idea. And that idea is that you are capable of more. You are capable of inspiring other people. You are capable of shining from the inside out. You are capable of becoming the best version of yourself. And when you do become that best version of yourself, you strive to become the next best version of yourself. Why? Just because you can. Just because you're here to grow, right? So I'll see you in the next video. If you've enjoyed what we've discussed about, like and share this video. And if you live in Bucharest, we have a special event this week. Be sure to check it out in the link that I put in this video's description. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.